So I'm here in the Lower East Side right now, a place of great fashion, great food, and home of the ICP Center. I'm also here to drop off a newly shot roll of Kodak Ultramax at this place right behind me, which is CRC, or also known as the Color Resource Center. They've been developing film for close to 40 years, so we're going to go in there and then sit down with the two owners who have been doing this for close to 40 years and have been able to keep the development of film alive in the new millennium. So we're going to go bring this in.
Hello all, my name is Neil Nanda and I'm the owner and co-founder of Color Resource Center, Lower East Side at this location now. And we are a conventional and a film processing lab, one of, I guess, the only ones left standing, doing a professional processing and printing and scanning for the hobbyists and corporate accounts. And I've been doing it for the last, I think, 40 years. We co-founded it, and I love film. To me, there is no other best way to capture an image than film. Like in the good old days, they used to say, it's a Kodak moment. And it's becoming a Kodak moment again. Before the digital era, it was the only way to capture an image was film. Then came your digital era, in which we knew it was coming. But 9/11 is the event that pushed it over the edge. And we had to re-educate ourselves to try to see what to do next. And because the biggest, people who invented film was Kodak, and Kodak just lost the ground. They shut their facilities and they just could not manage it. But now I guess they've woken up and they're coming back, which I am happy and excited that it should keep on going, because film is film, no two ways about it. My partner wanted to shut the film section down because he saw there was no future. And like I said, my first love has always been film, and it was his as well. But then we had to educate ourselves in a different way, different industry which we got into, which is the wide format and signage. So he handles that section, and I sometimes do try to help him, but I get in his way. But I take care of the film and all, and he doesn't get in my way. So that's how we kept the film family going.
So I'm Brian Joseph. Me and Neil Nanda, we found CRC almost more than 35 years. And we were doing extremely good. So after 9/11 hit, the film industry went down. We had to invent something wide format. So I went and learned about the wide format and invent Vista imaging almost over 20 years now. And we're doing pretty good. Okay, so wide format, we started working with Milk Gallery, which is one of the famous gallery in New York City. So I started working with one of the owners, very good friend of mine. We started doing gallery job. Slowly, we work with the fashion week industry. Then we do every year fashion shows. Then that fashion show bought by IMG, then still working with IMG. And that industry is going down slowly, but basically every brand name, they do their own show, still working with their own show. We do like a banners, and step and repeat, and pro graphic, whatever they want. I do like a manufacturing, some events, Give a wide format, we do cut vinyl, wallpapers, flow graphic, step and repeat. Fine art, we do fine art G-clay printing. So we also cater gallery events. We do most of framing, plexi mounting, custom decal, vehicle wrap, board wrap, etc. Whatever they want, we can do wide format.
The problem with the younger photographers or the hobbyists and all, they are so used to the digital world. The best way to learn photography is when you take a picture, you got to go into the darkroom and you got to print. So when you see your print, you will see your lighting, your color, your exposure. So those mistakes you will pick, and when you go out and reshoot again, you will adjust to those mistakes that you've made. So my main thing is they have to know how to go into the darkroom and print. I would say there is no comparison to a darkroom print, because again it is handmade. It's like, you buy a handmade suit compared to a commercial suit. The fitting and the fall of that suit, you cannot compare to a off-the-rack suit. Everybody wants everything quick. So, like human nature, anything that you need quick is not going to be that well produced. Well, I'll tell you a great crazy story. The new photographers, like from your generation and all, would not know about this. So many years ago, like maybe in the 80s, you used to have a new, not new, but a new process. It used to be called cross process. So the way that came to be, that somebody mixed the film. So they took C41 film and put it into E6, and E6 film into C41, and the results were like mind-blowing. So that mistake became a kind of a fad, because the colors and all that you would get were so funky. So it was excellent. So the only thing is, if you take C41 film and put it into E6, you need to push it. But that was a crazy mistake, but a good one. Well, the professionals, I don't need to tell them anything. They know it, and they've been doing it for a good many years. There are a lot of agencies that still swear by film. They love film. And the hobbyists, I would say you must get yourself into a dark room, and don't be afraid that your first print comes out blank or whatever. That's a learning experience. You must get into the dark room and learn how to print. Like this, you will be sure when you click that one frame that you know what you're going to get. The film, I mean, it costs a lot of money to process one roll and to scan or to print. So they need to bring at least the film pricing down. Us on this side, we haven't raised our prices that much at all, trying to keep the momentum, trying to keep the love for film going. Well, in the good old days, the best film you used to be RDP. That was a Fuji color film. It was a chrome. And in E6, or like the chrome film, in the process, if a client made a mistake or he wanted to add color and all, we could always adjust it in the chemistry, or as I said, in the soup, that we would keep it in one chemistry for a little longer time and all, if we needed to add a little magenta or a cyan or a little more contrast or whatever. But that RDP film would not budge.
Who made that?
Fuji.
Fuji.
That was one of the best films.
Okay. Besides that, excluding that, what is one film stock that they don't make anymore that you wish they still did?
That would be RDP, the E100. That was from Kodak.
Yeah.
They were the great chrome films. Then your negative came into play, but in the beginning the negative wasn't that strong. It was mainly black and white or E6, the chrome film, which is a positive. And then the C41 came in, and then your Portra 400 and all that. They were excellent films. Excellent films.
So that was my time spent at CRC. I want to thank both Neil and Brian for letting me come in, sit down with them and chat with them and hear how they've been keeping film alive for the past 40 years. Again, if you're ever in the Lower East Side and you need your film developed, check out CRC. They do some great results. I'll have another video showing the whole process, how they do that with results. And I also want to shout out to Neil's daughter, Noor. She put this whole thing together. So again, thank you for watching this. Make sure to subscribe, check out CRC, and I'll see you in the next one.